Welcome to Death Call, where the spirits of the past whisper your darkest fears. Tonight, we tell the story of the Dybbuk, the spirit that never lets go. Long ago, in a small village tucked deep in the forests of Eastern Europe, a young woman named Leah lived a quiet, ordinary life. Her days were filled with simple chores and the laughter of her family. But one cold evening, as winter's icy breath settled over the village, Leah died suddenly, leaving her family and neighbors in shock. Her sudden departure was a mystery, a question whispered in hushed tones by the firelight, but her soul did not rest. The veil between the living and the dead is thinnest in moments of great sorrow, and Leah's unexpected end left a tear in that fabric. Unbeknownst to the villagers, a Dybbuk, wandering, malevolent spirits sensed this opening. It was an ancient, restless soul, one that had been denied peace and now sought to leech life from the world it had lost. It found Leah's lifeless body, still warm with the memory of life, and saw a vessel, a home. The spirit clung to her, a shadow merging with flesh, entering her still form. At first, it whispered softly, secrets too dark for the living ear, memories of forgotten sins and ancient sorrows. Doors would swing open and creak shut by themselves, as if an unseen guest were wandering the halls. At night, whispers filled the air, some crying for help, others mocking those who listened. Fear spread quickly, like a plague, and a sense of suffocating dread gripped the village. Desperate, the villagers called upon anyone they thought could help. Priests, rabbis, and holy men arrived from neighboring towns. They chanted ancient prayers, their voices rising and falling in the candlelit gloom. They sprinkled holy water that sizzled on contact with the door frames and burned incense that choked the air with sacred smoke. But the Dybbuk only laughter, silent, internal mockery that sent shivers down the spines of the holy men. It tightened its grip on Leah's body, drawing strength from their rituals. Every prayer, every attempt to banish it, only made it stronger. It thrived on their fear, feeding on the terror that radiated from their hearts. The horror escalated. Some villagers, brave or foolish, who dared to enter Leah's house to confront the entity, simply vanished. The only thing they left behind were the faint echoes of their screams, trapped within the walls. Others returned, but they were not the same. They were hollow, their eyes vacant, their skin pale and cold. Their voices were replaced by strange, whispering tones, as if another being were speaking through them. The villagers soon realized the horrifying truth. The Dybbuk did not merely possess a body to consume the soul. It erased the person who was once there, leaving only a puppet of flesh and bone. One survivor, a young man who had once loved Leia, told a story that froze the blood of all who heard it. He spoke of waking in the dead of night to see Leia sitting upright in her coffin, her eyes black as pools of night, whispering his deepest, most shameful fears. Another described being trapped in a room where shadows stretched from the corners, their icy fingers wrapping around him, draining the warmth from his body. These terrifying stories spread like wildfire, carrying a wave of terror far beyond the village borders, a grim warning to all who might encounter such an ancient evil. The Dybbuk is not bound by time or place. It is a patient predator, waiting for the weak, the grieving, the unsuspecting. It will twist your memories against you, turning love into obsession and grief into a gaping wound. Disrespect for the dead, a morbid curiosity, or even foolishly laughing at these old tales could be enough to catch its attention. A misplaced word during a seance, a careless ritual performed as a joke, can open a door that can never be closed again. The Dybbuk waits silently, watching for the slightest crack in your resolve. It is always listening, always searching for a new host. So, be careful who you trust, who you let inside your home, and what stories you choose to ignore. Because the shadows in your room might not be empty, and the whisper you hear on the wind might be more than just a draft. For the Dybbuk may already be near, waiting to possess you. Thank you for watching. If you want to hear more tales from the shadows, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Death Call. Until next time, sleep well if you can.